make his return to No Jumper. Fans seem kind of split. Some are
All right, this is gonna be interesting. We got it. Let's get into it.
happy to have him back. Some felt like he put it on his hood that he wasn't coming back, and so he should not have broken his oath.
Man, all that putting on hood.
That
Yeah,
shit
homies,
don't
I
mean
think
that.
it be lingo these
It's
days.
the lingo, yeah.
Like, dude, homies did it. Like, it's starting to become that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't see how anybody could hate on 4XTRA trying to better himself and earn money
I
for him
could.
and his
For
family.
sure, they probably don't see it as bettering himself to be back on the podcast. Just
Well,
because,
as far as like putting
we were
himself in
going
an
at it.
advantageous financial situation, like I don't see how, considering like what he dealt with. Yeah, I can see there being criticisms overall, but like I think that the whole reason why he was even upset with No Jumper and Adam to begin with, there was a lot of misunderstanding and lack of communication, and obviously he had just been through a super traumatic situation, which made it so.
I can understand why 4XTRAZ wouldn't want to be over at No Jumper after the things that he's gone through and the things that he's experienced. I could definitely see how that could be a situation that he doesn't want to, be a part of. Now, should he feel like he wants to make peace with Adam 22 and go back to No Jumper? You have 2 out of the 4 podcast hosts sitting at the table who've done the exact same thing. Lush was talking about Adam's wife, calling him all kind of, egregious things, saying that he does harm the children. Munchie B said that Adam 22 did harm the children. They're both sitting up there with him, so I don't see how anybody can have a problem with anybody going back to No Jumper.
He wasn't necessarily open to communicating, and there was things that he saw that he wasn't really trying to have conversations about. He was just
He's too sensitive about that.
Well, he wanted to kill me. He made that clear. He was planning to kill me.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
In the city.
He said that.
He said that.
He did say that. He said that. I'm like, he just.
I'm just
really
saying, like, I almost
told
died.
this man that he was plotting.
My family thought I was gonna map. I was in surgery 5 hours. I was almost died. But nigga, you's a gang member. Nigga, the fuck you talking about? You a high risk member. Like you could get gone any day, and you talking about you almost died because you lit a firework.
I mean, he did.
I mean, yeah, that's what happened. He almost lost his life because he had a high power explosive and it exploded in his hand and it took off his homie's face as well as the majority of his actual hand. Yeah, that could, within an enclosed area. Yeah, that let's see something real quick because I'm not the smartest apple on the tree. I didn't read the most books in school, but let's see this. Trap GPT, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
And a very short answer. Are you familiar with 4XTRAZ?
Yeah.
Do you know about his 4th of July accident last year?
1 sec. Let me check. Yeah. If you mean 4XTRA from No Jumper, he was seriously injured in a fireworks
Is it
accident
possible
on the 4th
that,
of July last
considering that he had his hand blown off by an M80 while sitting inside of a car, he's lucky to be alive, and that situation could have possibly have costed him and the passenger in the car his life?
Checking. Yeah. Given what's been reported, that outcome could have been much worse. So yes, it's very fair to say they were lucky to survive.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what to think about this, but he did almost expire, so yeah.
I don't think the nigga was gonna die.
I mean, I think he was bleeding out like hella crazy at one point.
So do you feel bad about that?
Who?
No, I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel like, all right, yeah, he had this bad injury, sure, and then like I'm on a podcast and like already I had Munchie and King Pill on it, and like from my perspective, like I just don't feel like they really like said anything that crazy, and I definitely don't feel like I was having this like belly laugh.
Adam is playing all sides of the fence, ain't he? Because that was not his energy when 4XTRAZ was up there. Adam playing all sides of this fence, ain't he?
I feel like slapping my knee ass reaction that a lot of people seem to be acting like. So from my perspective, I don't know. Like to me, I guess like many of my things are like, I don't think something's offensive, and then other people do think it's offensive. I know I'm like deeply insensitive to a lot of shit. I don't know. Like, I guess if I had a horrific, like life-changing injury, I do feel like I would like probably be able to roll with the punches a lot better. I understand that like he wasn't in that position. I probably should have like not made.
Oh, even Adam is acknowledging that's a life-threatening injury. So when Munchie B's making the point that, man, he could have lost his life. Yeah, literally and figuratively, but more so literally than anything. Yeah.
The diss song.
Firework explosion from a high power explosive. Yeah, that's life-threatening.
About him.
Yeah,
because you.
I think,
but he had just done this whole interview where I felt like he was lying. So that's why we actually didn't end up talking about the diss song really, which is probably for the best.
You didn't talk about the Ross
he was lying,
huh?
He did an interview where he was lying.
He did an interview with Trapelo Ross that came out on Cam Capone, where he basically like talked about me and got like mad as, and that's what prompted me to make the.
But you say he was lying in the interview.
But see, here go the thing though. Don't say he was lying in an interview because Adam, you've sat in front of 4XTRAZ and you've never vocalized any of this. So don't try to show off in front of your friends, brother, and put yourself in a situation where you're finna lose one of your better podcast hosts and bigger draws.
I mean, from my perspective, yeah. Because I don't feel like I was like laughing and having a like he said I was like laughing and having a great time talking about him losing.
You let off for like a chuckle, like man, all right, moving on. Like
yeah,
it was something like that.
Yeah,
but like
that was a little still too much
for him. And I get it. You know, he blew his hand off. It's traumatic experience.
That's the most traumatic thing I think he ever been through in his whole life, and he's been shot before.
Been shot like
being shot because you're outside doing something and expecting to be shot, unfortunately, is still something terrible. But it's different than you riding around with a firework that you're expecting to be able to throw, and it catches you off guard, and it doesn't, explode in the manner that you think that it will. That's an entirely different set of circumstances. Just because the mental aspect of it is, the deciding factor in the variable.
Did 10 years in prison. I mean, it was pretty traumatic.
Been through a whole lot, but that's the only thing that probably like lasted an injury.
Yeah, and bullet holes, mangled. It's all looking mangled and shit, and
it was like it was embarrassing.
And your whole identity is that you're a fighter,
right?
And then you do this thing. Yeah, you could still fight, but for sure it's not good. It's definitely gonna make him a worse fight. It was his right.
Right.
I think it's still good.
Okay.
I believe that 4XTRAZ will be able to handle himself very effectively should he need to. I don't think 4XTRAZ is missing any leverage when it comes to taking the fade.
But it's definitely worse.
Well, like
I mean, having two hands is a lot better than having one hand.
For sure.
Even though he did say that he has hit people with his right hand, the one missing the fingers.
As long as he just can't wrestle now. He can just
I feel like his feelings was just hurt. Basically, what he was saying in that long spiel,
like he was his friend.
He felt like you was his friend, and he felt betrayed by you. Like can't believe you do that to me. And such. Do you feel like you guys have the same feelings for each other? Is he?
That's not black people. J Hood, that was a pretty ignorant statement, bro. Don't say that in front of the other races.
Do you feel that way about 4XTRAZ, the way he feels about you? Because the display was that like y'all was super close, best buddies type shit.
I do. I felt like at that time, especially, like it definitely ain't as close as it used to be, but I felt like we did have like a real close connection. It's just that from my perspective, he was basically like asking me to do things content wise. Because even before that thing where he got mad at me for basically allowing Munchie and King Pill to get some like very light jokes off about him, even before that, I was supposed to interview Braze. And 4XTRAZ didn't want me to do it, and I didn't do it. And Wack was mad because from 4XTRAZ's perspective, Braze only got famous talking about fighting him.
And why do that matter though?
Because at that time, it was kind of true that like Braze's like big viral thing was like, oh, I fought 4XTRAZ, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. Yeah. And so my whole thing has always been like, oh, hey Brick, I with you. Oh, you don't like this dude? If it's a relevant interview, I'm doing the interview. Yeah. I'll just keep you away from him, but I'm still going to do the interview. Yeah. Like that, I can't like imagine it from like the beginning of the podcast. I was just like following the gang allegiances of all the different hosts. Like it's not going to work. And so, but 4XTRAZ, he always like wanted a little bit more. And, I gave him in that with the Braze situation, which I regret. I should have just done that.
Yeah. I did content said you should have did it. And then you supposed to go to promote it. what I'm saying, do the little vlog with King Pill out there. And when they went on to the 40s and recorded themselves, you like, he went too far, I can't do it. I'm like, damn, nigga, he going.
But they were like, fools were hella tripping about that shit though. So, we're kind of on this fool's top about.
Yeah, it's because the situation is now. Here's the thing: we don't expect Munchie B to be any type of partial to the situation. We can expect his bias, despite the fact that he has been on record saying that he doesn't approve of the things that he's now telling Adam to do, just because they're at the detriment of 4XTRAZ. So we're going to just go ahead and bypass that level of ignorance. But when it comes down to this reality of the situation, Adam was doing what he had to do to protect his better entry. All right. You all right? Yes. Adam was doing what he had to do to protect his better interests. If you think that Adam would have did better, even still to this day, after everything has gone on, doing that interview with King Pill at the expense of his relationship with 4XTRAZ, you're insane. Like that's just flu flammers. If you think that Adam would have did better doing that interview, even still to this day, after everything that's happened with King Pill versus 4XTRAZ, and he would now have the King Pill relationship and not the 4XTRAZ, you are crazy. You feel me? But whatever.
That man, look, bro. Spotty Face just went to Compton. He went to the Nutty Blocks. I mean, that's what niggas doing. So
that's also different though, because that's not enemies of his community and things like that. And he's also super tapped in with that community. They was going over there on some like borderline set tripping. You feel me?
All right. Peep how it would have looked is like I had just been in the 40s filming that video, right? And then 4XTRAZ had
Adam did the right thing by drawing that boundary. That would have been far. Munchie B is being messy, so he's not tripping. And anything to detriment 4XTRAZ and or the neighborhood Crips, he's for. So that's that. Adam, you put yourself in the best situation by staying out of that situation. There was no need for you to get involved or even to have a situation that could perceive you to be involved with these guys and what they got going on because you're not from their communities. That's an incredible thing for you to get caught up in. That has absolutely nothing to do with you.
King Pill and G Uno go to his neighborhood, or at least that's what they were saying at the time, and they film a whole diss video that never came out where they're talking shit about 4XTRAZ and shit. And then I'm supposed to go to their neighborhood all the way in Pomona like a couple days later. That would have made me look crazy. That would have looked wild to be like in 4XTRAZ hood one day and then I'm in these dudes' hood the next day. That are like them going to their neighborhood to film a diss music video is like that's over the line in terms of like shit that I want to be associated with.
You had that set to go to Pomona before they did the disrespectful shit. Correct. Though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it doesn't matter because you saw what happened. You could have a plan for a barbecue and then it starts raining. You're not going to go outside and have a barbecue in the rain. That's the best example that I can give right there. You could have had set in your mind that you're going to do a barbecue. Well, it starts raining. Are you going to continue to put out the barbecue or are you going to do something else?
I said a lot.
Shout out to Boss Renegade. I see.
I'll say he's a crash dummy. Let him do it.
I was not worried about it. It was fun. It was dope. I felt like honestly, like I actually still feels cool. I wish that things wouldn't have transpired the way they did. Hopefully he continue to
What happened with King Pill?
He tried to fight me.
King Pill for sure tried to whip on Adam 22.
For real?
Yeah, I mean,
although we did bring him back after that.
No, yeah, and I don't think like you're not I don't think No Jumper has like acrimonious or negative energy with King Pill at this point, do we?
Yeah. So wait, do you think going to the hoods was worth it? Was it going to the hoods and doing that stuff? Was it worth it, or would you go back in time and be like,
going
leave
to
that hood shit alone?
I mean, going to 4XTRAZ hood was chill. Like, yeah, it was a good vibe. It did a good video, you know.
But it made you be loyal to not doing these interviews because you're like, shit, I went to the hood, it's gonna look bad.
I should have just been more straight up with 4XTRAZ and said, listen, Braze is a relevant interview. If you don't like it, it is what it is.
Don't take it personal. It's his business.
I was trying to be more of a friend to him because like I do see Vlad.
That is a situation that Adam could have brought up, and then that could have been, a little bit more relevant, a little bit more understanding towards the No Jumper platform. But going into King Pill's hood after they had just accosted 4XTRAZ hood, that wasn't smart.
We're like, okay, Whack will go off about Big U on Vlad, and then Vlad will edit it out because he looks at Big U as like somebody that he's like real tight with, From my perspective, it's like,
shout out to Beham, Alabama in the chat. Good looking out to Birmingham in the Chizat. Beham.
I don't give a how cool I am with Wack. If I interview somebody and they want to talk shit about Wack, I'm gonna try to defend him, but I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm editing that out afterwards. Hell no.
I mean,
that's against my code.
Also, the obvious thing is like the psychology behind it of, although obviously you know that 4XTRA is like a special talent and you're like, oh, this dude's going to be cracking and all that, he's going to go up. You've worked with a lot of people that are from the inner city community and had partnerships with them and dealings with them and helped them attain levels of success and give them exposure. You're like a life-changing person in his life, though. You feel me? Like he doesn't have hella Adams in his life. You know what I mean?
True.
Right.
You like, so that relationship in hit
meant a lot.
Yes, like psychologically.
I think that 4XTRAZ had a lot of love and a lot of admiration for Adam, and I think that Adam didn't really take it as serious as 4XTRAZ took it, and it led to, just kind of a lack of care when it came to Adam 22 handling 4XTRA's feelings. Now, if that's your homie, then you want to be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Even deeper than that, if this is your employee, somebody that you're making money off of, not making money with, but making money off of, you also want to be aware of their mental health if you want to continue the positive business that allows you to make money off.
Has a lot more emphasis.
Yeah, I've got a lot of 4XTRAs.
And he's not used to white jokes either.
That's kind of, and I don't want to take away from 4XTRA's importance because he obviously is an important dude, but you have had a lot of friendships that are
like
similar nature.
40s. He felt like he put you on.
He did say that in the interview. I took you to my neighborhood. He just kept.
Yeah, that's like I brought you to my home. Yeah, he welcomed you into his house. And because Adam's not of black culture, you don't understand how important it is when somebody welcomes you into their home, somebody welcome you into their fold, when somebody welcome you into what they got going on, bro. That means something. That's something that you want to respect. That's something that you want to treat with care. But Adam's not from the black culture, so he doesn't really understand the severity of that.
Like that, he's being genuine when he does that.
Being serious.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead ass. Like we don't. He's not looking at it as this is the character.
Black people be too emotional.
Yeah,
is that true? I feel like this.
Hey, stop saying that in front of the other races, bro. You that's ignorant, bro. Just if that's how you feel, cool. But if you want to sit here and criticize black people about being too emotional, let's criticize black people like you who feel like it's okay to tear down their race in front of other races for the benefit and the entertainment of. You feel me? Because that conversation could be had amongst us should you want to have it. You feel me? But that's family business. We don't got to put everybody in our family business, my boy.
Some people would say the opposite.
No, black.
I mean, Chad, let me know what y'all think, though.
No, it's out of emotion. It comes from emotion. Like he's being real. It was a long spiel, but he was being real about what he was saying. Like in regular nigga talk, it's just like, hey, you stepped over a boundary. You betrayed me. I felt like we was cool as, and then you embarrassed me in front of.
He felt like he was your brother.
I stepped out there for you. Like, you know what I mean? I put it on the line for you.
I heard he was mad again because the thumbnail in the video I did the other day that had him looking like he got beat up in the thumbnail.
Well, yeah,
by now he should understand.
I gotta get my Flacco on, man. Like
you gotta understand.
Good thumbnail is a good thumbnail.
Yeah, like again, there's a learning curve there, and
you understand the internet.
No, a good thumbnail is a good thumbnail. That's something I'm not gonna argue with.
Yeah. Keeping in mind, 4XTRA has really only been on the internet for the past couple years, for real. You know what I mean? Like this is all, and he had an extreme amount of success and exposure very quickly that most people never experience.
But okay, like the argument of why I need to be able to do content with people that you don't get along with, even if you are my friend and you're somebody who works for No Jumper, like Brick just got it right away. You know, I just told Brick, and Brick has been around the block. He's a smart dude. He just got it right away.
Business sense, though.
Yeah, because he sees it from my perspective. It's like, oh, you don't like Baby Stone.
But I was going to say, too, what Break Baby is providing to the platform is not what 4XTRA is providing to the same platform.
Gorillas, well, that has nothing to do with me. And yeah, we're homies, but I'm not from your hood. I'm not from your gang. Like, I'm not that kind of homie with you. Like, I need to be able to do content with everybody. If I was just
I'm not that kind of homie with you. It's crazy.
Regular guy, then yeah, I probably would be. Oh, I'm Brick Baby's friend, and I don't with nobody that don't with Brick Baby. Cool, like, but that's not tenable. You know,
I mean, but
in my position,
from Thug and Pee Wee to Dirk to Kid Ink, he's been around the industry for the greater part of the past 20 years plus.
What they got to do with people they don't get along with.
No, it's just that Brick has an understanding of the way the industry works.
See, Brick, his understanding in the industry, they choose sides. in the industry.
Yeah, the industry for sure chooses sides. For sure.
They choose a side. So they wanted Adam to choose a side. And Adam like, man, I'm staying neutral. I'm getting the money.
Right.
Well, yeah,
He
and also
wanted, like,
Adam said, I'm saying Jimmy Neutron.
he wanted Adam to be like OTF. Like, you feel me?
But I could never be OTF, even if like me and Dirk, like let's say I had a real relationship with Dirk and like we're super cool. That's like my bestie in the industry, blah, blah, blah. It still just doesn't make sense for me to be like, yo, attention, all the GDs. I can't f with you. No Jumper is a BD platform, and everybody who doesn't get along with Dirk is off limits. Or if I do interview you, you can't talk about Dirk. Imagine me doing that. That's insane. That would be like, that's the opposite of like journalistic integrity. And I realize this is not exactly the New York Times, but it's just like, it would be crazy for me to not with people that don't get along with other, you know, like, and none of y'all asked me to do that. But 4XTRA wanted that, and I kind of let him get away with it for a little while, just because I was trying to keep that relationship good, you know.
Well, it's hard.
Well, the situation with King Pill, I feel like Adam made the right choice with prioritizing the King Pill, prioritizing 4XTRAZ over King Pill for sure.
Hard when like the people that are actually the hosts on the platform are a part of the news as well, or like, you feel me? Like, so that's where it become different, because most news personalities and other platforms and channels, they not the ones that are in the middle of the conversation.
But also I feel like my narrative of it is the real one, which he didn't really want to admit. But I feel like as soon as he blew his hand off and his followers start exploding, and all of a sudden he's like, it just seems like he's like a zillion times more famous. I think people around him saw the opportunity and said, let's use this moment to separate him from Adam, because Adam is currently the guy that he's really like doing media with. And if we can make him not get along with Adam, then we can be.
I don't think that it was a plot and a conspiracy to take 4XTRAZ away from Adam at all. I think that that's looking kind of deep into it.
The ones profiting off of whatever situation he gets into. So that's why you have people selling him the dream of, oh, you shouldn't be getting paid what he's paying you. You should be getting $50,000 for an interview, all this crazy shit. So people start gassing him up, selling him on a dream that doesn't exist. And then what happens is that a year later, like, none of that shit really comes to fruition, right? And so
50,000 an interview.
Yeah, it's bugged out. But I mean, but he had people like,
young boy.
He's in a up state because he can barely see, his hands up. He's on hard drugs for the first time in his life, and then he's got people around him telling him, "Hey, you should be on this level. You should be getting this. You should be getting that. Adam ain't treating you right," and he believes it because he ain't really like done business that much, that or whatever. Like, he wouldn't agree to that on camera. But I would say I have the utmost confidence that that's actually
well, and he's seeing, like you said, he sees his followers go up 100,000.
Exactly.
You guys think that somebody told 4XTRAZ not to go back to Adam 22 after the accident, or do you think that 4XTRAZ just tried to move in a better direction?
2 days,
and he tried to deny that. He tried to say that his followers didn't go up and that they were always that high. I'm like, I recall, like I remember looking.
Nah, they for sure jumps.
You have,
I remember.
Jumps.
Yeah,
you have people with no business experience, no experience in social media, giving him advice.
Yeah,
telling him, "Hey, you just went through a traumatic experience. That interview you got is worth 50,000 for an interview." He would how many to make $50,000 off of an interview? How many views would you have to?
I mean, listen,
20 million.
I think the only person in hip hop that has ever got paid $50,000 for an interview is 6ix9ine by Vlad. And Vlad actually said that it was totally worth it in the end because he got such an outrageous number of views. But all I'm saying is that, like, and keep in mind how important 4XTRAZ Hood is to him, that when he has a dude from his neighborhood saying, like, this is how it's going to go, this is how we're going to get money, this is how it's going to work or whatever, to him, someone being from his neighborhood is so important. But the reality is that just
Adam doesn't respect his game, Maggie. Adam is basically saying the dudes from his community is holding him back and he shouldn't be listening.
Just because they're from your neighborhood doesn't mean that they know shit about business, you know?
Facts. So, okay, I seen you in your interview talking to him about the trap floor interview, and you felt like you basically, do you think, was it fair to say that you felt like Ross was taken advantage of in that interview?
For sure he was. But that's the whole thing with 4XTRA is it's like he has his way of seeing things. And when you tell him how you see things, he just kind of like hammers you over the head with like, nah, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not
You
happening.
can run the fade. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that the Trap Lord Ross situation was bad on 4XTRA's part. Maybe him and Cam Capone could have figured some things out differently. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't there, so I can't really speak to that. You feel me? But, you know, when it's all said and done, I think that the Cam Capone situation with 4XTRAZ and Trap Lord Ross worked out the way it was supposed to work out, because I will continue to say Trap Lord Ross, at his own admission, said that he didn't want any money from it. So if you didn't want any money from it, why are you mad about how 4XTRAZ decided to get money from it?
Why do you feel like Trap was taken advantage of?
Because, okay, just to reiterate how this situation.
I mean, I don't know, man. Y'all, what y'all think, chat? What y'all think? Do y'all think that 4XTRAZ flu flam Trap Lord Ross? I don't personally think so. But what do I know?
Oh, what it is. I was with Rich Trapper. I was with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about later.
Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life. For your own personal home security, call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second.
Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Texas. It's dangerous. Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell me. Nothing. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Just made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line. mind, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You think I'm outside when it's dangerous? Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.